Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler. You're in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the ball, tries the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. On first down, so second and long from the 24. They'll try the option play here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Throws it to the right. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
Watch the call here. The drive begins with excellent field position. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Jackson. He pulls it in for a big gain. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the wideout goes in motion. They're going to run the option. It's a solid gain there. He keeps it and picks up the first down himself.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
First down here for this offense. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Got the first down, now looking for more. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36. The Nittany Lions looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. Great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back to be able to pick up those yards, get those first downs.
It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Looking downfield, it's Hill. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. So a great return following the pick. Finally able to get him down.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Shotgun formation here on third down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
They'll kick it away here. Coverage team brings down the returner. Offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Throw to the running back in the flat. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
1st and 10 play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Hill. He'll take a deep shot here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
That's a design quarterback keeper. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Nittany Lions will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. The punt flies out of bounds. They'll spot this around the 25-yard line. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. And the single back takes the handoff.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Back to pass. It's Jackson. Defense is coming after him. Here's a throw underneath to the back. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. The pass is intercepted. It's a short return. They make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
Trying to find some room. It's Smith. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Receiver in motion now. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quick throw caught on the left side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down. And the Nittany Lions looking to run some tempo here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Fighting him off.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's got it now inside the 15. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
So we reach the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Getting set. Here's second down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Looking to throw now on first down. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
A completion makes it second down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw. It's Jackson. He's running out of time here. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held onto the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
That sack sets up a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, and he can't hang on to it. That's a guy known for his hands. Couldn't pick it off. Brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Here's the second down play. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Dropping back. It's Hill. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. The Nittany Lions come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. No press here. The defense backing away. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Runs through the defender. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Nittany Lions will kick this away to begin the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Important possession here to begin the third quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. They scoop up the ball. It's sort of live play.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Second down now after the sack. Backed up at the 1. He's going to throw it. It's caught downfield. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. A quick throw out left, complete. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Now it's second down here. Gonna run it. It's Davis. And the Seminoles pick up enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Noles pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back to throw. It's Jackson. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. Come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Stopped at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
And the Noles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Second down, we're going to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Oh, and it's incomplete and very nearly intercepted. A wasted opportunity for a much-needed takeaway there.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. They're going to trust the kicker from 56 yards out. Let's see if he's got the distance. Field goal try, no good. Lead remains at 4 after the miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, stopped the ball at the 44.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Makes a quick catch. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. To throw, it's Hill. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This has been an uphill battle for both offenses. Let's see if they can get it going this time. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Incompletion sets up a third down now for this offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. Breaking free at midfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And then first down, right back to the running game. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Send the back in motion. And the Nittany Lions are going to keep this drive rolling. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble. The Nittany Lions come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Motion now from the tight end. Pass caught. Can he get in? Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
I don't blame the quarterback here. You get the third down with the catch radius that this tight end has, give it to him every single time. Now it's first and goal.
First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the fourth quarter? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They've been in the red zone 3 times and have 3 points to show for it. Can they punch it in here on second and goal? Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down and goal upcoming. Same tailback, another carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Third and goal, looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, Penn State. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Hey, Chris, this throw does give them the lead. And what's great is when you can really evaluate a quarterback is when the chips are on the table. Really, it's crunch time. You got to make good decisions, and you got to throw the ball accurately. He does both of those things here, and it gives them a lead here late in this game.
Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the fourth quarter. Can they hang on? Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Second down and long now from their own 6. To throw, it's Jackson. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. He's going to try to return the punt. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Just all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Try to add the lead now to the PAT. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. He steps out at the 23. That's where the drive will start. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That's caught. It's Davis. Second down after that completion. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Dropping back. It's Jackson. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep it.
Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders in this defense.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. And the quarterback dropping back. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Grab down the middle. It's Davis. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
Man, Chris, when you're down by a couple of scores late in a game like this, you need to find matchups where you can get the ball thrown downfield. Here it's a completion, but it doesn't get them very much. Now they've got a fourth down play coming up.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And the ball is picked off. Look out. He's got some space. Touchdown, Penn State. And the defense joins the party with a pick six.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And the extra point up and good makes it a three-score game, up 17 in the fourth. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. He's picked for a third time tonight. And he's got some open field ahead. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Offense on the field to take over. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.